You don't notice it at first, the way your mind returns again and again to the same person, the same moment, the same wound. It feels natural, almost justified, because something did happen to you, something unfair, something that left a mark, something that your mind refuses to let go of. And so, you replay it, quietly, endlessly, like a film that never reaches its ending. You imagine what you should have said, what you could have done, how things should have been different. And in those moments, you feel alive. Not peaceful, but alive. Because pain has a strange way of making you feel present. But here is the truth no one tells you. You are not just remembering the pain, you are recreating it. Every single day. The human mind is not just a recorder, it is a storyteller. It takes what happened and reshapes it, adds meaning, adds emotion, adds weight, and slowly, what was once an event becomes an identity. You stop saying, "That happened to me," and start living as if, "That is who I am." This is where the shift begins, not outside, inside, because mental distress is rarely about the event itself, it is about the story you build around it. Two people can walk through the same fire and come out as entirely different beings. One carries the ashes, the other carries the lesson. Same fire, different meaning, and meaning is everything. Look around you. People are smiling, talking, living, but inside, many are fighting silent wars, comparing, doubting, remembering. They think their pain is unique, that no one else understands, that their suffering is deeper, heavier, more personal, and so they isolate, not always physically, but psychologically. They withdraw into their own thoughts, and inside that isolation, their mind becomes louder, more convincing, more dominant. It tells them stories that feel like truth, stories about betrayal, stories about injustice, stories about being wronged, and slowly, those stories become the lens through which they see everything. This is the danger, not the pain itself, but the interpretation of it. It's not what happens, but what it means to you. Think about that. The same silence can feel like peace or rejection. The same criticism can feel like guidance or humiliation. The same betrayal can feel like an ending or a beginning. Nothing is fixed. Everything is filtered through your mind. But when you keep thinking about the person who hurt you, something subtle begins to happen. You give them space, not in your life, but in your mind. And that space grows. It takes your time, your energy, your focus, until one day you realize they are gone from your life, but still living inside you. This is the second injury, the invisible one, the one you create. You think you are holding on to the past, but the truth is, the past is holding on to you, through your attention, through your obsession, through your inability to let the story end. You believe you are seeking justice, closure, relief, but what you are actually doing is feeding the very thing that is hurting you, again and again and again. In the quiet pages of Stones and Thorns, as reflected by Raghav, there is a recurring idea. Pain does not destroy you. Attachment to pain does. And that attachment often hides behind logic. It wasn't fair. They deserved consequences. I just want closure. But look deeper. Is it closure you want, or control? Is it justice you seek, or emotional release? Because revenge does not heal. It extends the story. It binds you further to the very person you wish to forget. Imagine carrying a weight. At first, it was placed on you, unexpectedly, unfairly. But over time, you start holding it yourself, tighter, closer, as if letting go would mean losing something important. But what are you really losing? The pain, or the identity built around it? There is a deeper layer to all of this, an existential one, because life does not promise fairness. It does not guarantee closure. It does not always explain why things happen. And this uncertainty, this lack of control, is what the mind struggles with the most, so it creates loops, questions without answers, stories without endings. Why did this happen to me? Why them? Why now? But maybe the question itself is flawed. Maybe the real question is not, why is this happening, but what does this mean for me? This shift is where everything changes, because meaning is something you choose, not something given. You can choose to see betrayal as destruction or as clarity. You can choose to see pain as punishment or as transformation. The event remains the same, but your life moves in the direction of the meaning you assign to it. And here comes the turning point, the moment where awareness begins. What if your distress is not your enemy? What if it is a signal, a message from your mind saying, you are stuck, you are holding on, you are living in a place that no longer exists? What if instead of escaping it, you listen to it, question it, not the world, but yourself? Why am I still thinking about this? What am I gaining from this loop? Who am I becoming because of this? These are not comfortable questions, but they are necessary, because avoidance prolongs suffering, but awareness transforms it. In another reflection from Stones and Thorns, Raghav suggests, the mind does not heal by forgetting, but by understanding what it refuses to release. And that understanding is not about them. It is about you, your attachment, your interpretation, your story. Because the moment you see clearly, you realize you were never trapped by the event. You were trapped by the meaning you gave it. And when that realization settles in, something quiet happens. You stop chasing closure. You stop rehearsing conversations. You stop fighting invisible battles. Not because the past changed, but because you did. You begin to reclaim your attention, your time, your inner space. You take it back from someone who no longer deserves it. And in doing so, you free yourself, not through revenge, not through forgetting, but through detachment. Because the ultimate truth is this: to keep thinking about those who hurt you is to let them continue, to let them exist where they no longer belong, inside your mind, inside your identity, inside your future. And that is the deepest form of self-betrayal. So now, a question remains, not for the world, not for them, but for you. How long will you keep reliving a moment that no longer exists? If this made you reflect, pause, and look within, comment your thoughts below, because sometimes your insight might be the answer someone else is searching for. Like, subscribe, and share, so this message reaches the minds that need it the most.